The Deborah Bartlett Show. Broadcasting live from the Gems New Media Network in Nassau, Bahamas, where the world meets.
And welcome to the Deborah Bartlett Show. I feel a sense of anticipation for you. Whether you are listening here in the Bahamas or anywhere in the United States or the world. The Bahamas is where the world meets. There is something special that is going to happen for you in 2014. This year of fulfillment for your dreams. As I looked at Rachel Maddow this morning and looked through and scanned the channels, I can hear the bad news about the middle class shrinking. But do you believe? Can you believe that we can restore the middle class? The middle class is critical for your destination, is the delivery channel for where you were born to be. Can I say that? Can I say that the intended destination of the human potential, your potential and mine, is the promised land? But we cannot have a community of promised land citizens without going through that middle passage called the middle class. So listen, we have to fight for this thing. And I have a leader who will be a guest today who has the vision, the understanding, the knowledge of the keys to restoring the middle class. That's our topic. But you know, let's get a little context as we prepare for our guest. Promised Land citizens and nation builders who are governed by vision. That vision is the future you would like to live in, and values. Mind what they tell you. Just look at history. Look at the Roman Empire. There is no freedom without the boundaries of values. Promised Land citizens believe in reproducing themselves. But because the middle class is shrinking, it means that we have selfishness on the throne. Love always reproduces. If the middle class is shrinking and the poor population is increasing, it means that those who crossed over from slavery into wealth are really just rich. They don't have the promised land mindset. Riches and wealth is different, you know. Wealth is a mindset that believes in reproducing itself. In other words, one generation is supposed to motivate, mentor, help to train, help with access to opportunities for the qualified mind. Now notice, I didn't say just because you know someone that you should go somewhere. I'm not talking about that. I said the qualified mind. I didn't even talk about the skill. Because when a slave mentality, when the unqualified mind is on horseback, is in high position, then you get more poverty. It's the problem we have, you know. There's more shrinkage in the middle class. So a promised land citizen recognizes the right mindset, because the right mindset is going to have the right attitude towards work. Work means to become. You can only become your dream if you work your dream into reality. See, so this promised land citizen gives best efforts to not only identify and help those who are his peers, our peers, who are obviously working towards going on the same destination. That promised land citizen cannot see ability and mindset sit there when you have access and you just want to close the door so only me can get in. The Promised Land thinker also understands that you have to reach back. You gotta reach back, you know. Reach back to the next generation. Wealth is supposed to be a culture. It's supposed to be the norm, not the exception. Wealth is becoming a culture in Asia. Don't tell me we can't do it in this day and time. There are more wealthy people in Asia than anywhere in the world. Western countries like America, the greatest country on earth, is slipping in economic strength. The middle class is shrinking in America and here in the Bahamas. Though our economy is volatile, we have the third strongest economy in the Western Hemisphere, and that's reason to celebrate. We are the greatest country in the world. But we cannot ever be satisfied. Whether you are the greatest country in the world or we are the greatest little country in the world, we have to be dissatisfied with any slippage. Like America, we have a fight on our hands with crime. A shrinking middle class, a growing sense of lawlessness. Peace and prosperity is attracted to obedience to law. Study after study shows that the ultra-rich are attracted to the Southeast Asian country Singapore because of the law and order there. Singapore has a population of 5 million people with little to no crime. Singapore has the highest gross domestic product per capita in the world. Higher than Norway. Higher than the United States of America, Hong Kong, and Switzerland. It seems that there is a mindset that is permeating the Western nations that believe that crime, rebellion, corruption are companions of progress. Not so, I say. Singapore is a great example. They seem to have the balance. In most developing countries, our policies and mindset seem to reflect a belief that we expect the foreign investor and the foreign ultra-rich to have more than the locals. But you know, amazingly, there's a contradiction in Singapore. The ultra-rich park their wealth in Singapore. Many of them are relocating, but the local population is wealthy too. There's a strong middle class, and there's a huge wealthy population. Hey, come with me in these last 2 minutes before we take this break. Listen, according to the Boston Consulting Group, the island had 188,000 millionaire households in 2011. That's more than the entire population of the Bahamas. Wait, what does that mean? Let's take a little closer look at the Promised Land community in Singapore. More than 17% of its resident households are wealthy. Let's break it down a little more. It means that 1 in 6 homes has disposable private wealth of at least $1 million, excluding property, business, and luxury goods. Add in property with Singapore real estate among the most expensive in the world, and this number will be higher. Singapore has the highest gross domestic product per capita in the world at 56,532. What really checks all of the right boxes for the world's ultra-rich in Singapore's obsession with order? Isn't that what we're lacking? Sounds like God to me, you know. When God looked at the darkness of crime in the beginning, what did he do? He brought order. For every cause, there is an effect. For every action, a reaction. Our destination is the promised land. Through the power of ownership, in the spirit of helping each other succeed. See you on the other side.
You're listening to the Gems Media Network and Nassau, Bahamas, the gateway to the Caribbean Empowerment Radio Network.